After talking about the oil in the blood, you may be wondering, so what is the relationship between oil and obesity? What is the relationship between obesity and the oil in the blood? Generally speaking, obesity and hyperlipidemia are accompanied by the occurrence of excess fat in the blood. The body will store it in our lipid bank. The lipid depot is the reservoir of our excess fat. It consists mainly of subcutaneous fat and visceral fat. Subcutaneous fat is what we can feel as fat. It is stored under the skin. It can be easily pinched out from any part of the body. For example, fat in girls' arms and legs. Visceral fat, on the other hand, is very difficult to feel or pinch visually. Visceral fat is usually stored in the abdominal cavity, around several important organs, such as the liver, stomach, intestines, etc. We won't go into too much detail about subcutaneous fat. Let's talk more about visceral fat today. According to the Harvard Women's Health Watch and the Harvard School of Public Health, waist circumference for women is greater than or equal to 88.9 centimeters. Waist circumference for men is greater than or equal to 101.6 centimeters. When the waist circumference exceeds the above figure, you are at risk of developing health problems due to high visceral fat, and you have health problems. But this method may not be so accurate. We can use professional body fat scale, CT or MRI examination, to determine whether we have a problem with visceral fat. Excess visceral fat is mainly due to dietary structure, hormonal levels and genetic factors. In general, compared to subcutaneous fat, visceral fat can be worse, because excess visceral fat causes hormonal imbalances and inflammatory substances, leading to increased risk of chronic disease.